Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane.
What is up, guys, and welcome to a new video. This video is quite different from any other types of videos that I've made, and it's quite hard for me to make this video. I think it's one of the hardest videos I've ever had to make, but hopefully it will go fine. So this is about mental health, and this will be quite a long video, so if you're not interested into anything like mental health, you can just skip this video and look at some kind of food video or recipe video or anything else. So first of all, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp, which is a company that offers online therapy for a little bit of money, as well as they do it anywhere you want it and at any time, so you can just contact them through your computer as well as your cell phone or anything like that, and I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested to check it out and tell me guys what you think. I haven't tried it out yet myself, but I will probably try it out, and I'm also going to see a real therapist, just because if you don't have a chance to see a real therapist, I think it's great to be able to meet someone online and talk about your problems or your mental health issues. Sometimes it's really difficult if you are struggling with anxiety or anything like that to get out of your house and just go to a place and talk to someone. I think it's easier, or much easier it can be sometimes, to just talk to someone through your phone or your computer or anything like that. So I'm going to go into my own story and how I ended up where I am today and my mental health story. So as a kid I was pretty normal, but depression started for me when I was 10 years old, and what doctors and everyone else thinks is that it's biological, because I didn't experience any kind of trauma or any horrifying experience for me. It was just biological, it just came out of nowhere. And I didn't know what the meaning of life was, so that's why I got depressed as a kid. And as the years went by, it got worse, and I didn't tell anyone about it when I was a kid. So until when I was 12 years old, I finally tried to kill myself or do suicide. So I won't go into details, but I didn't succeed because I was too frightened and too scared about it. But hopefully, or gladly, I failed, because I'm alive today because I failed that. So I was happy for a year or so when I was 14 or 15 years old, just because I was training parkour, meeting new people from all different kinds of cultures and places around the world, and just being more social and getting social skills as a kid. And I can definitely say that training is one of those things that saved my life on several occasions. And I'm so thankful that I found training, because I wouldn't be here, I promise you, I wouldn't be here if I didn't train or found parkour or just lifting and stuff like that. So when I got older, my friends started drinking, and I wanted to hang out with them as well. So I also started drinking, and that was a way for me to escape reality and my depression. And I became almost an alcoholic and taking a lot of drugs. And when I talk about drugs, I mean alcohol, because I was drinking such heavy amounts, and I was even drinking not only on the weekends but on the weekdays as well. And as time went by, when I was 17 or 18, I became suicidal again on New Year's Eve this time. I tried to kill myself by drinking lots of alcohol and trying to fall asleep outside, because I don't remember, but it was super freezing cold outside, around -20, -30 degrees Celsius outside. So my friends just thought I was super drunk, and they just carried me in, and yeah, felt pretty bad the day afterwards. But yeah, life moved on, and I started training again. and lifting weights, and I stopped drinking because I promised myself if I would ever be able to finish school, I would start lifting again and start training again, coming back to my normal habits that I used to have before when I was 14-15 years old, training parkour. And if I didn't start that, I wouldn't be here today. If I didn't start lifting weights and stop drinking, I probably would be either at rehab or I would be dead by now. And I had really bad anxiety and panic attacks at the age of 19-20 years old when I was working as a chef. And the worst years of my life was between the age of 17 and 19 when I was in school. Every day I had constant suicide thoughts, and I just didn't think I would survive another day. But I pushed myself and I went through it, and I'm alive because I pushed myself every single day to make it. So the years went better and I moved to another city, starting studying at high school here in Falun in Sweden. But I became suicidal again at the age of 23 years old, and I didn't want to live because of too much with panic attacks and anxiety. And you can say that it's pretty selfish, but when you're in such a dark place you don't see that types of problems that you have until it's too late. But I searched help for all my problems, and I went into a mental hospital for roughly 8 weeks this year. So I went into a mental hospital in the beginning of November or December 2017, and I stayed there for 8 weeks, so somewhere in the beginning of 2018 I was there. And it was the worst feeling I ever had in my entire life. I stared out of a window for 3 days straight, and I'm not kidding. I just stared out a window and I just went to eat as well as sleep and go to the bathroom. Otherwise I was just staring out a window for 3 days straight because there was nothing else to do there. I was feeling so bad that I just watched out what happened for other people in their lives. So I just watched other people, what they were doing outside for 3 days straight, and I had constant suicide thoughts as well. So I got therapy as I was there in the mental hospital, and I got also medicine as well as ECT, which is kind of like, I will put it up on the screen what it's called, but I think it's electromagnetic impulses sending to the brain, so you are creating kind of seizures, controlled seizures that you're getting. And it didn't help me, it just made me get like memory losses and so forth. But this was the first time for me that I came out to my family about my depression and my suicide thoughts when I was at the mental hospital, because I haven't told them for 13 years about my issues and about my suicide attempts or anything like that, or about my depression at all. So I finally got help, and there are always people who care, even though it doesn't feel that way out there, and you're not alone even though it feels like you are alone. So say for example someone in your family or your friends tell you that just shake it off, or just tell you that they don't care. There's always someone out there in the world that cares about you, even though you don't know it just yet. You just gotta find that person. And that's why I think it's so great about this online therapy thing, that you can just contact someone and get some guidance and help and online therapy for you and your issues. And I've had so many different kind of like depression, social phobia, as well as anxiety, panic attacks, which was so bad from time to time, but I've gotten the help in real life as well as medicine for my issues and my problems. And I can say that I'm not feeling depressed at the moment at all, and I'm feeling a lot better, but there's always work to do to hinder yourself from getting back to that place that you were before, at least from my perspective. There's always something that I can work on. So I think that covers everything that I wanted to talk about in this video, and if you guys have any questions, comments or anything, please leave them down below in the comment section, and please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and if there's anything else you think that I missed or you want me to go more thoroughly into this kind of topic, you can just comment or send me a message or anything. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a good one. Other than that, peace out.